All right, what's up? Pick Central, February 5th. Thursday, getting close. Now it's starting to feel like the Super Bowl.
It's real.
This whole week. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. Like, yeah, you're excited. You're excited. Doesn't feel like the buzz. Now it's the buzz. So we got to let juice behind it. Pick Central brought to you by Stella Blue. Stella Blue's coffee, new canned lattes are here, crafted with 100% Colombian coffee. Each can is a good source of protein. It comes in 2 smooth flavors, espresso cafe mocha and espresso sweet cream. Whether you're braving your morning commute or chasing your pup, Stella Blue cans are for those always on the go and for those who care. Stella Blue is more than just great coffee. It's about giving back. Big Cat named the brand after his rescue dog, Stella, who inspired our mission to help more dogs find their forever homes. Every purchase supports animal rescue organizations. So when you drink Stella Blue, you're not just fueling your day, you're saving a dog's life. Try the new cans today. Taste the difference and make a difference. All new Stella Blue coffee, canned lattes now available at StellaBlueCoffee.com. All right, so Super Bowl prop edition.
1 minute, I have some breaking news.
It's worthy.
Yeah, it's worthy because it means everything. The Bucs have indicated teams they're keeping Giannis Antetokounmpo through a trade deadline and will start making other trades.
Massive.
Yeah, big for the Knicks.
So
I'll take that.
We kind of had a feeling this is where it was going to go.
Does his
but
contract expire at the end of the year? Or he's long term.
He's
Long
signed
term.
through next year in a
One more
player
year.
option.
One more? Okay. So
Yeah.
they're
The Knicks can offer more in the offseason. save
I
for the
think
Heat.
we did this with Ohtani.
Oh, and they
Like,
made a trade.
When do you think they get the most? They get the most at
The offseason.
this deadline or the offseason?
Oh, the offseason because the
more
Knicks and
offseason.
Heat can offer
The,
more picks.
the Bucks
yeah.
just made a trade right after that. Cole Anthony and Amir Coffee for Nick Richards and Nigel Hayes Davis.
Sure.
This is what's going to get
Is
you.
that Nigel Hayes from Wisconsin?
No, well, I don't think so. Let me
Cole
check.
Anthony from
I
think it
He
is.
just had a hyphen to his name?
Cole Anthony
Search Google.
I think it's got to be.
from Malloy.
He's still kicking?
Nigel Hayes Davis from Wisconsin. Yeah, 31 years old.
Just added a hyphen.
Oh, he's in the NBA? That's
He was
crazy.
good in college.
I know, but I didn't think he was anywhere in the NBA. That's
So he just came to the NBA this year. He did not play in the NBA since 2018
all
before
right. So
that.
I was correct with my Okay. All right.
Get the checks. Get the checks.
I don't know if you guys saw this week.
Well, let me introduce you as well. For those who don't remember, Julian Edlow, DK Network.
Network. That's what the show.
I love that. I love that plug. Like, yeah, where can you find me? DK Network every time. Zoom in on a few times too, Phil. Give them the plugs. So anything in terms of like when people say the sharp money, the splits, the action, where are things going? DraftKings has an entire thing built out around that in terms of what people can look at. Truthful in terms of where the action is. It's very reliable to see public dogs. What do we say? Favorite dogs with fleas. The teams everybody loves the dog. Like certain things you can get a betting breakdown. DraftKings does obviously a great job of that in one spot. Tells you all player props. So Julian's here obviously with prop edition and Super Bowl kind of big picture stuff.
Yeah, so I'll help point out where you guys can find some of this stuff on DraftKings Network when you're betting the Super Bowl. Last time I was here, I shared with you guys our betting splits page that not a lot of people knew about. You guys were very receptive to that, and I think a lot of the viewers and listeners enjoyed going to that and just looking at what % of the betting tickets, what % of the dollars are on certain things. We have a lot more pages like that. The DraftKings Network player props page just tells you the most bet props on any game. For the Super Bowl specifically, if you go there right now, it'll tell you Jackson Smith and Jigba anytime touchdown is the most bet player prop in the game. Today we had, so JSN, it was JSN everything. JSN was also the most bet first touchdown scorer. Today, Kenneth Walker passed him. So Kenneth Walker is now the most bet first touchdown scorer in the Super Bowl.
That surprised you a little bit based off what Njigba did in the NFC Championship game?
I think it's just odds, right? People want to get the running back, and plus 350, he's going to get a lot of touches with Charbonnet out, right? So we're going to go Super Bowl heavy here, obviously, but you mentioned Giannis off the top, so I just want to mention, I don't know if you guys saw this, DraftKings had up, I think since last Tuesday, so let's say 9 days ago, a Giannis next team market.
Yep.
That was on the board. It came down this morning. It was, I've never seen a market move like this. It was, the Timberwolves came down from like 20-1 to 2-1 at one point in time. The Heat got to as low as plus 175. The Bulls were bet down to like 3-1, and all of these teams were like most of these teams, I should say, were like 20-1 range at other points in time too. Milwaukee got as high as plus 180. You could just bet plus 180 for him to stay put, which
That
closed.
Oh, wait, wasn't the caveat his next game played?
Its next game
So
played.
in
So
theory, the Bucks one could still lose if they shut him down,
Yeah, yes, because Windhorst did mention that today on.
and they
his
should
show.
shut him down.
I'll throw out a question right now, and we'll loop back to it. I'll ask some people on our team.
Right,
how that grades
What's the caveat? Right, it
specifically.
was next game played.
Next team, so next
Yeah,
game
so
played. So does it does it
Bucks
cash in October? I'll ask about that.
I don't think he plays another game for the Bucks.
Milwaukee closed minus 500 this morning. So the longer, which makes sense. There's a deadline. The longer you stay put, the more likely you are. So it has to move that way.
Yeah.
But crazy market on the Giannis next team. We offered a Harden one, put it up the morning of the trade because the Harden trade rumors came out.
How heavy was Cleveland?
Cleveland opened plus 140, which was the favorite. The Clippers were behind him. Got bet that day out to like minus 4 something. And then, boom, he was gone that day. It was 91% of the money Cleveland, and it just opened in the morning. He went to Cleveland that afternoon, went from plus 140 to minus like 450, and boom, done.
You think that really elevates Cleveland?
I think
No.
so. I mean, well, elevates them to what? I think they're better.
We talked about yesterday.
I think they're better
All
than
right,
they
let's
were
call
with
a
Garland.
let's call a spade a spade. In the East, the ceiling is just getting to the finals. I really like.
This is where Clemmer would agree with you. This is what, but our pushback to that was, the Pacers took the Thunder to 7.
That's also the fact too. Everybody keeps like writing in the Thunder that they're going to win.
Right, and the
3.
Thunder, Shea's now going to miss
Shea's
some time
hurt,
with this abdominal strain. There's 3 teams in the West that could realistically knock them out, maybe even a 4th. So there's no
How
guarantee.
big is their lead to get the 1? Is it a certainty that the Thunder are going to get the 1? I know they're off that amazing start.
They have a 4-game lead in the loss column on the Spurs. So with Shea missing time and J-Dub is already out,
Yeah.
no guarantee.
The interesting one here is like long shots for NBA MVP because
Well, yeah, if Shea has to miss.
Jokic has to play the rest of the way out. He was off the board for a while.
He got banged up
He
last time.
returns in time, and he's like plus 350 range, I think.
Are you saying he can't miss one single game, or are you just speaking in like is there a requirement?
5 games is the
It's
threshold.
really tight. It might be
okay.
1. We can check, but he can't roll an ankle or tweak
Right.
anything.
And last night he did. He stayed in the game. But
Yeah.
he did have
Yeah.
a.
So Jokic, you kind of can't bet.
So if SGA I think went from minus
What-
400 to minus 200 just off the news.
So what? Yeah, Luka is the one, right?
Mm,
Luka's the one you look at. Right?
Cunningham.
Maybe. What do the odds reflect right now?
Pistons 1 seed would be pretty impressive. So I'll pull it up. But Cunningham was like, I took some of him in the 25-1 range when Jokic got hurt, and I think he was like 16-1 range.
The thing is,
I'll
no
pull
one
it up.
talks about the Pistons, as good as they are. Like, Cade isn't getting the buzz that he probably deserves.
He honestly shouldn't work because the supporting cast isn't like anything.
No,
No, it's
to
not.
write home
Cade's
about.
phenomenal.
Just a bunch of role guys.
But Luka's putting up what 38. and
Luka's numbers are insane.
crazy, and they're going to be a playoff.
But
team.
if you wanted to be like true, like most valuable player,
yeah.
Cade probably is the guy. So Jokic to me would always be the guy.
Well, to be fair, you take Luka off the Lakers,
can't
they're
miss
not a
the
playing
games.
team.
SGA minus 230, Jokic plus 350, Luka 10-1, Cunningham 20-1, Jaylen Brown 35-1. Then the big jump, Anthony Edwards 200-1.
I look at Luka 10-1.
The Lakers aren't going to win enough, though. I don't
Yeah,
think.
I kind of agree.
Like, the Lakers might be a playing team.
That would hurt the. I mean,
numbers
let's say the Lakers are a play-in team, and the Pistons are the 1 seed in the East.
Yeah, no, I'm not disputing, but I just feel like Cade doesn't get the love he deserves.
I'm not going to tell you not to bet Luka 10-1. I'm just going to tell you to also bet Cunningham 20-1.
Yeah, that's not
yeah.
bad either.
Yeah, it's not bad that both guys.
Jalen Brown's not a bad case either. If the Celtics had 2 seed without Tatum playing at all, like,
Yeah, Browns had some crazy. Speaking of
Jaylen Brown's been really good.
Nuggets looked really good last night with a new addition to the lineup.
Yeah, it was his second
Yeah,
game back.
just good enough to lose and not cover.
yeah, they literally didn't cover.
Thank God for Jalen Brunson. And
Still
Shan-
looked good.
And Bridges,
looked good.
Bridges almost tried to give. I mean, the game was over.
Phantom foul call that they don't call that on Bridges that ends Knicks win, Nuggets cover.
That was nuts that they called that. Bridges was awful. Towns was
Well, the Knicks. I said it when they were mauling Jokic at the top of the key.
Yeah.
So here, update from you from our traders on Giannis. If he does not play again this season, all bets would void.
Oh, okay. It's a this year thing.
So if you, well, really now, if you bet all of these other teams, follow the steam, Miami,
You're hoping
Minnesota,
they shut him
you're just
down.
hoping he sits out, and then the regular season ends mid-April, and you get all that money back.
It's funny.
I mean, there's no reason for him to play with the Bucks at all. Like,
Especially if they plan on trading the offseason, there's zero, because then you risk an Achilles thing.
Yeah, if they know they're going to trade him in the offseason and get more, then, like, you can't.
Also, they're shot. Like, their season's over. So,
Yeah.
like, there's no reason to even...
Very deep draft class.
Yeah,
Get
like,
yourself a
get
pick.
his
they have their own pick.
Yeah, right.
Get a lottery pick.
Bottom out.
I
And they're
lottery
starting
pick.
to. They're going to start trading guys. So, but yeah, Knicks, what is it, 8 in a row now? What do they have won?
8 in a row.
8 in a row.
Yeah, the most
Since the
confusing
team
team in
meeting.
the fucking world. But Shamit, Mitch, and Brunson last night were phenomenal. I love those guys. Everyone else can go to hell, pretty much.
What about Kolick?
Kolek, but his minutes are like, I don't know
He's efficient.
where he's going to when everyone's healthy, when Deuce is healthy and Shamit, like it's gonna be tough to slot him in there. I do love Kolek.
Because that was no Deuce or Hart.
Yeah.
Because it was funny. I tweeted at it. People were to me, oh, like, because they have no Aaron Gordon. I was like, we're missing a few guys, too.
We had Jordan Clarkson in the starting lineup.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
He was getting DNPs for like a week.
That was shocking that I thought Shamit was gonna be in there.
I thought so, too. I
I had
surprised by that.
Shamit 2 threes, 3 threes. I didn't do 4. He ended up with 4. At 4 is plus 500.
Did
Awesome.
Is that a plan to have Billis in the rotation now on those calls?
Billis.
Billis was on the game last night.
You
no?
were
Oh, I was
on
watching MSG.
Yeah.
Billis
They do
was
that
on
a couple times a year. They switch the college and NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It wasn't advertised. That's what normally there's like a
Yeah, I get
big
what you're saying.
thing. They swap the heads and it just. I was turning. I go, is that fucking Billis?
It's funny.
A lot of Knicks fans in here. Huh? A lot of we.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
We.
Bosco can be
I
like
have no
that.
problem saying we. If
yeah,
I'm emotionally
definitely
invested, I
we.
get very sad when they lose.
I
very happy
hear
when they
you.
win. We didn't talk about Anthony Davis. One thing before we get to football that broke. All the trades pretty much happen after the show.
Yeah.
So they're gonna wait. So when 1 o'clock happens, you might see Ja get traded or something. So, but the AD
His
trade,
market is shot.
Oh yeah, is there anything with that?
No, but he's just. I don't mean betting market. I mean
just
his
in general.
trade
Yeah, no one.
Nobody
is
wants him.
shot.
No one wants him. But the AD trade was crazy.
I told you a couple months ago that the Wizards would be making in-season ads of Anthony Davis and Trae Young. You would look at me like I had 4 heads.
I don't get what their direction is. They think those vets
can't do-
paired with
they-
their young guys is the move.
It's the Wizards though, so like, what are you?
But they were going in
gonna
the right
build
direction with the
something-
young guys. They were building like Johnson, Sar is really like
Kispert.
become a guy. Yeah.
Kisper for a little while.
You're
Like
gonna get a good pick
George.
here.
George. Yeah, like
George,
now you
Bilal
just kind of
Coulibaly.
ruin that.
I think you're in a market like Washington. No free agents are going to be like, I want to go to Wizards, or I'm going to force my
take
way to
your
the
stars.
Wizards.
Yeah.
So you do have to kind of just get them while you can. It's like someone had the Pistons trade for Blake Griffin. Like they were never going to sign a guy like that in free
Yeah.
agency.
The picks were for Davis were nothing.
It was nothing.
These guys also might not even like play.
They're
It's
not-
Anthony Davis and Trae Young.
They're not playing this year.
They're not
That's
famous.
scared.
Next year, I think though.
famous for
Next year they're
strictness.
playing.
Wasn't the rumor they're trying to extend both guys?
Yes.
That's crazy.
That would be interesting.
Sure, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's smart that they make sure to not give us their pick, too. They get all these guys out that aren't going to play. They sit both these guys. They get a top 8 pick. And then, yeah, I guess they run it with Johnson and
Yeah.
Georgia.
They really gave up
AD
nothing for these
AD
guys.
What are the
Young.
remnants now of the Luka trade? What did the Mavs end up just getting for trading away Luka?
Marvin Bagley, who was drafted ahead of Luca. So you basically traded the 3rd overall pick for the 2nd overall pick in a way.
wait, what are were the Jazz buyers? What was the
Yes,
Jazz?
they got Jaren
Jaren
Jackson.
Jackson.
Jaron Jackson.
and Lonzo Ball, but they're waving.
They-
him.
Yeah, I think that's
They think they
Jazz are awful. The Jazz think they're good. What's going on with
They're
them?
They have a
building
nice
towards-
5 next year.
Yeah.
They're gonna, because they're gonna have those two guys. You have Markkinen and him.
Yeah.
And
Kessler
you,
too.
Yeah, Kessler too. I
Kessler
guess.
the most.
Markkinen,
And they're
Kessler,
probably gonna have a
Jackson,
top pick.
George has become a guy.
Keontae George and Ace
George
Bailey
really
they
good,
like.
This
And then they're
is-
going to have another high
But the
pick.
thing is, like, they're not winning kind of with all those guys, and that, so Jaren Jackson's just going to catapult them.
Oh, so I said this to them already. They're gonna. I'm telling you, Silver. It's all planned out already.
They're gonna
They
have
get the number
Bansa.
1 or 2 pick. They get to Bansa. Utah, he stays, and then that's their core. It's Jackson, Markkinen, Bansa,
They're going to be in a tough spot.
Bailey, George.
BYU lost to Oak State last year.
Yeah, tough. Oak State's
And
actually not. Oak State's
Dabansa
actually not
played well,
terrible,
though.
but
BYU shouldn't be losing to them.
I mean they were favorites on the road.
On the
Dancer
road.
went off. He had a big game, but
He's had a couple bad ones in a row.
So this is the updated trade return for Luka in its totality.
Updated on the return from Luka trade. So this is what the Mavs have gotten
Yes.
back?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 first-round picks, 3 second-round
The
picks.
3 picks are not
Right. 2
good.
of those
They're-
first-round picks are fake.
Yes, like the OKC pick this year is gonna be like 24 to 30.
Is one legit one in there? Is it a Lakers pick?
It's like a 2031 Suns, which I mean the Suns can be good in 2031. You don't know.
Right.
Shout out Malachi Branham was a good Buckeye.
Max Chris is a good player.
The funniest thing is those picks were acquired not
Through
actually
Anthony
directly
Davis.
through Luka.
Yeah.
Yeah, they through Anthony Davis.
Jesus.
So silly.
I mean,
Yeah.
they tried to trade Luka Doncic and didn't shop him. Stunning.
It will never make sense to me.
The worst. I don't think it's possible to be
Like
topped.
a year ago.
My wife,
It's the worst trade in
my wife was
sports
recording
history.
me when it happened, and she showed it to me the other day, and it's so funny. I'm just so confused. I'm sitting in bed. I was like, what are you?
Well, everybody just kept being like, it's fake.
You were
it's
watching
fake,
Gonzaga
it's fake.
St. Mary's thinking it was fake.
I know, they fucking disrupted the main story of the night. They couldn't let us watch Gonzaga St. Mary's.
All the players
that.
running on the bench, and every clip is.
Any big takeaways from college last night before we go like heavy into the props?
I'm grateful for Stanford for covering. Like,
What a cover.
Yeah, that kid went all the way
it
down.
was unbelievable.
I think I have Utah State and St. Louis to make the Final Fours.
What?
Final Four. What? Not
Like
together.
the Final Four.
30 to
What are
1.
they currently going to? What
30 to
One
1
of them to make the Final Four.
do you think they're going?
each one. 30 to 1 and 40 to 1.
What do you think they're seeded at the moment? What are those seeds looking like?
Utah State's looking at like a 8-9. I think they can get into the 7-6 range, and St. Louis is in the 7 range.
Okay.
Why?
Just Final Fours, but it's long shots.
30 and 40 to 1. It's kind
Utah
of
State's
I like
really
watching.
good.
I
It's
like
just
watching
fun
St.
ones.
Louis.
it's 2 fun ones to root for.
St. Louis is an avalanche team. Like they're like a 20-2 run team.
Great second half team. If they're anywhere in the neighborhood of like trailing or small lead at halftime, they're a very good second half.
I bet them the other day against Davidson. They're -8.5. They were down like 7 or 8 at half, and they
Yeah,
covered.
still covered. Yep.
They're really
Done
good
that a few times this
efficiency
year.
numbers, I think, from what I
It's
They're 2-point shots. They get great shots.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah. Oh yeah. his
Still
One of the
nickname's-
great nicknames in college basketball.
Yeah. So.
I like Larry Blurred too.
Yep.
They got a bunch. They're one of those teams too. When you watch, they got a bunch of like big guards that can defend. See, I believe in them to make a deep run more than Utah State.
Agree.
They just have a bunch of big athletic guards and wings, and then they have Avila, who you can joke about him. He's a good player. He can do a little bit of everything.
I like Calhoun.
They got a good team.
Falzev's a good coach. Like Utah State's got a bunch of guys in double digits. I like the possibility. That's all. I think they could sneak.
No, I don't fault you. I was just saying personally, I like St. Louis better.
Yeah.
I think St. Louis is definitely
The
dancing.
biggest
Gonzaga-
takeaway last night was Michigan State. I'm just so out on them, and I was out on them a couple weeks ago.
Bad.
They just don't score.
No, and they don't shoot the
They end up with
three well
73
either.
points.
Or they
had
don't
an avalanche
take
of threes
enough
at the end, but
threes.
like they just don't score, man. Minnesota was just taking it to them that game. I don't like what I'm seeing out of Michigan State.
Probably should have lost to Rutgers too right before that.
They went to
Michigan
OT,
game.
right?
Very fortunate to get to overtime, and then they broke it open.
Fears is now in the doghouse
Izzo
because he's
called him out,
kicking
right?
guys.
Yep.
Izzo's had enough of his shit. Like there's a lot of buzz the wrong way on Michigan State. Gonzaga loses as a 22-point favorite.
They
Which
do this
hurts.
once a year. Once every year, someone gets them.
Yeah, but this hurts because I still believe in them if they get Huff back, and EK's been banged up. I don't think that they shouldn't have lost this game, obviously. But now where this really hurts, they don't have the big resume. I was seeing they're going to fall from the 2, which would have been a tall task, to at least be out west. Their path was going to be Portland to California in that west region. But at least you got Arizona, but at least they're out west. You know, they're in a great geography spot. Now they're talking about them falling to the 3 line. I don't think they promised them the West if they become the 3. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the great wins.
They don't play a hard enough schedule to be promised anything.
They did go play Michigan. They went and played in the Vegas tournament.
They lost by
Oregon
they
was
lost by
supposed-
1,000 to Michigan.
Granted, Oregon was supposed to be better than what they were.
Yeah, Oregon
UCLA is supposed to be better than what they were.
UCLA's okay. They're just okay.
We've already seen. Did they beat Kentucky?
They smoked Kentucky.
They beat Kentucky.
Kentucky's kind of like
Kentucky also, you got to remember, they're in on that deal from Cal where it carries over. Cal admittedly was saying, we will not play you at the Kennel. We will not play you at the Kennel. We won't do a home and home.
But if you're Kentucky, why would you want to do that?
Because they're making them go play at Rupp.
But I'm saying it's a tiny gym in fucking Spokane.
But it's a home and home. It doesn't hurt your ticket sales. Like
I get it, but I understand.
I
Not
thought that was
wanting-
bullshit from Calipari.
I understand not wanting to play there. I get what you're saying, but
And Gonzaga tried to go play people. That's what I'll say. They tried to go play.
But I mean, they
people.
have to try to play some because they play such an easy conference schedule for 2.5 months.
So now they're going to fall to the 3 line. Like that's brutal. So we'll see how it all shakes out. But yeah, those are kind of the big.
Honestly,
takeaways.
even they played at Northwestern's bad, but Illinois when you watch them, they're a fucking wagon.
They're figuring everything.
They just made every 3 last night. It's
I also think
unbelievable.
they have mature kids.
They have a good mix.
Gonzaga did their best to play people. I'm looking. We're going backwards here. But Oklahoma, Creighton, Arizona State, Bama, Maryland, Michigan,
But I'm
Kentucky,
saying-
they beat
but-
Bama.
no,
I'm
but
an idiot.
sure, but I'm
Kentucky,
saying-
UCLA.
I'm an
Yeah,
idiot.
you
I forgot that
blocked,
one.
blocked that one out of your memory, Bosco.
Block that one out.
They have to because they play. No, I don't fault Gonzaga, but they just play no one for 2 months.
They're switching conferences?
Yeah, Pac-12. Pac-12 is gonna be a good little conference.
12 is back.
Probably a little. It'll be a little better than.
Death of Pac-12 did not last long. That was a whole thing.
No, that's
But
pretty
it's-
cool.
I know it's gonna be revamped.
But it's really because it's the Mountain West.
Right.
They're just they're just
calling it-
slapping they're just grabbing all the Mountain West teams, throwing a couple.
Now it's a power
or
conference.
say,
You know what it
I don't
is?
think it'll be considered a power conference.
You know what they should call it?
Even in basketball, I don't consider that. To
This
me,
would
that's
never.
still like
This would never fly. But it's, and I know they have football, so it's a little different. You know what they should call it? The Big East West, because that's what it reminds me of. It's shorter. It's focused on. It's. I
Wouldn't
kind of
wouldn't
like
the
it.
Big East West just be the Big West.
They already got Big West. They should
Right.
just have the Big East West.
East West,
So I think it's gonna be a good conference. So a lot of takeaways from college, sneaking up on us already. Super Bowl. Once Super Bowl hits, like
You know, it really. I mean,
It's-
it's nothing. Just basketball.
that's how it works. So I do think we got a lot of good teams. So we'll see how it all shakes out. All right, props. We can kind of go through the different markets, or everybody can kind of throw out what they're at. Do you have a ton? I get more and more like each year, I feel like. So I feel like we'll just throw them and then kind of it'll spark the different conversations of what you want to do. What jumps out in terms of, though, where people are at? Everybody obviously is on overs, I would imagine. Like what?
Yeah.
Is there anything that anybody's sharp with in terms of taking a lot of action on a under?
That's a good question. Let me look for that.
then
I'll
you
tell you, yeah, for now, again, and you can see this yourself on DraftKings Network leading up to the game. DraftKingsNetwork.com, the DK Sportsbook player props page, all the most bet stuff. A lot of Njigba. This was somewhat surprising to me. So the most bet prop overall is anytime touchdown score, JSN. The second most bet anytime touchdown score in the game, Rashid Shaheed, plus 350. That kind of surprised me.
So I asked Sean for what a prop he likes. He said Rashid Shaheed under 1.5 receptions, plus 104.
He has gone under that a lot. He's been targeted 5 times in the postseason. He has 1 catch.
Yeah, you could technically win both. He could still score a
I
touchdown.
mean, I think he's
and get
he's
one
housed
catch.
2 in the playoffs.
1 was a kick return, though.
It still counts anytime touchdown.
A touch. Yeah. Sorry. Anytime touchdown, that
I'm
counts.
saying
But
you
going
could,
to
just,
the
you could weirdly catch
receptions under.
You could bet him to score a touchdown and under 1.5.
Well, that's why everyone when they bet the longest touchdown, the king of the end zone.
Yeah.
That's what the Rashid was like a double, like it because you had a bunch of people bet Shaheed, a bunch of people bet defense, special teams.
So, and then I just retweeted this myself. We have a relatively new Twitter handle that we put together, DK Insights, at DK Insights on Twitter. I would recommend people go and follow that. It's some people on our sportsbook team that run it and just tweet out like notable information, really all sports throughout every day. So they just put out, right as the show started, the most public bets in terms of everything that has like 90% or more of the handle. So Drake May, for example, over 30.5 passing attempts, 94% of the money is on the over on that. Other ones on there, Kenneth Walker over receiving yards, Booty over receiving yards, Hunter Henry over receiving yards. Here's your overs. Cooper Kupp over receiving yards, Ramondre Stevenson over receiving yards, Mac Hollins over receiving yards, Travion Henderson over receiving yards, Pop Douglas over receiving yards, A.J. Barner over a half a rushing yard, 93% of the money on the over.
Yep.
JSN over half a rushing yard, 92% of the money on the over. Mix some defense in there. Leonard Williams and DeMarcus Lawrence, sacks over. Both have over more than 90% of the money. So to answer your question, those are all overs. I'll try and dig up what unders have been taking the most money.
All right.
I do want to say DK has king of the end zone for longest touchdown for the game. 4 million in bonus bets. Do we have any data on that? Like who's the most taken guy? Or is that just not it here yet?
People are gonna hate
I can probably get that.
I was taking a stab on Henderson.
I don't mind it.
I like Pat's defense special teams, and you get Marcus Jones.
That's what I mean. Like I would take one of the defenses just for that.
I'm looking at. We're gonna bounce around, I'm sure. But Marcus Jones most punt return yards over Shaheed, even money. I like that.
Those are two good kick
Marcus Jones
returners.
is-
Those are two explosive kick returners.
I saw somewhere, I can't find it. There was the fastest guy on the field.
I didn't see that.
I want to take Shaheed. How does Shaheed lose that?
We have that somewhere. Yeah,
He's-
next gen
He's the
stats.
fastest guy anywhere.
Because Henderson had the highest
Did he? But Shaheed was favored, I believe.
during the season.
Oh, okay.
Because he's going to get less touches.
Yeah. Shaheed was 2-1, I think.
Because he's going to at least get to return a kick or punt probably.
He'll be registered. Yeah.
Like Trevion's, they've been weird with his usage, especially lately. He's been like nothing
Very
in the
favored. It's
playoffs.
been all Stevens. Yeah.
But he just if he breaks one, he's the fastest guy on the field.
Yeah.
Henderson was playing. I think there is a little bit of recency bias here because Henderson played 4 snaps in the AFC Championship game and he was terrible. But he was playing before that.
Like he played in the Houston game? I don't know if did he really?
Yeah.
Not as
Yeah.
much as Stevens definitely. played
Stevenson's been the guy. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Travion Henderson had 12 carries against the Texans,
Okay.
but he had 25 yards. He has not been seeing the field well. I don't think he's going to have much of a rushing impact on this game, but I would be surprised just as a home run hitter if they don't have something drawn up screen
Oh, he can be
wise.
breathing.
2+ receptions plus 196. 3+
Yeah, you can-
receptions plus 588. 4+ receptions plus 1480.
But if you just like them to go for the home run play, we don't have 1 reception, which I think would be close to minus 200, I would imagine. But you can bet his receiving yardage prop. So if they do run this play for him and he just needs to go forward 3.5 yards, pretty light.
That's his yardage?
Receiving yards, Travion Henderson, 3.5.
Interesting.
And if you want to ladder that, if you say he's going to break it, 10+ yards, let me
or
find
get
that,
or get 4 catches at 5 a clip, 6 a clip.
They like to
See.
throw to Stevenson. That's the problem. They throw him a lot of screens too.
I just think Henderson has he's such a big. He's got that.
I'm worried.
ability.
I'm worried about how much they're going to score in this game. I think it's going to be low. I like the under in general. I think it's
So-
low
Love
scoring.
the under. What was that bet? Both drives to start,
What,
no points.
I'm not sure.
Both team drive. It was like
both teams not to score on their first
Plus
drive.
160
That's somewhere out there.
something?
Plus 160.
I'll give you
I don't-
one.
I don't hate that.
I'll give you one I saw that I really, really like. Now a turnover fucks you, or just a bomb play. But with these defenses, number of plays in the first TD drive over 7.5,
I would take the over.
minus 125. I love that over.
You get screwed in a turnover, obviously, but if it's just a normal drive, you should hit that. Both these defenses
love
shouldn't.
that.
Although
Oh, we have breaking news involving the Knicks. They're trading for Jose Alvarado.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, let's go.
Let's
Let's
go.
welcome home.
That's
Let's
the guy they
go.
wanted.
Christ the King.
Let me see if
what do we give up?
I have no idea.
Welcome
nice
back.
move.
That's a pretty good. I like that.
Just
That's not good news for Kolick.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't like that.
Yeah, he might be a part of that.
don't know. I'd imagine it's a 3-teamer with moving Dalen Terry.
Oh,
to-
no. We
I mean,
don't
if
like
that's all
that.
it takes.
That's really bad because I got Kolick's number and I
Dude,
don't have
Alvarado is
Alvarado's.
such a pest defensively. That's an awesome move.
Me and Bosco got a legitimate front row seat to his chaos.
It was unreal, dude. Literally, front row during warm-ups, he was real close, close enough that you're not screaming like a lunatic. And he's looking in our direction. I was like, Christ the King. He just gave a nod and then went out and proceeded to act like a whack job. He started a fight.
He almost got 3 fights.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was so much fun to watch.
He literally tries to fight everyone. I
Find
love
out if
him.
Kolick gets traded.
In the meantime, I got most bet unders for you guys if you want those.
Okay, cool.
Kenneth Walker rushing yards, Halani receptions, Hunter Henry receptions, Kenneth Walker receptions, Jake Bobo receiving yards, which is a half of a yard, and an interesting one to talk about because he has a reception for 17 or more yards in both of these playoff games. So a lot of people, and he scored a touchdown, so a lot of people are looking at him. It's like plus 160 for over half a yard. Got to go bet that.
No, I like the under.
He had 2 receptions in the regular season.
I like the under.
We're like sometimes you gotta
lay big juice, but it's minus 197.
Sometimes you have to look
0.5 receiving yards.
I'm with you. I don't think he's involved.
Sometimes you got to look at it and say, like, they are allowing us to bet on a guy that had 2 catches all season, not to have a catch. You're like, usually these guys aren't on the board.
I think like you said, that's gonna be a very popular one.
So I mean, obviously it is most bet under. Jake Bobo under receiving yards. Ramondre under rushing yards. Mac Hollins under receptions. Drake May under rushing yards, which, by the way, the 38.5 is his highest rushing prop of the season. And people have been talking about the shoulder, thinking, okay, so he's got a shoulder injury. He's not going to be throwing as well, so he'll run. Do you want Drake May running and taking hits if he has a bad shoulder in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I don't.
But see,
I'm a Patriots fan. I don't.
But Super Bowl, like, it's sellout time.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, you're not worried about, like,
Late,
preserving the body.
I agree, especially late.
They may tell him, like, go out of bounds, and
Sure.
Be more careful with that.
And then
I like his running props for sure, especially with the whole cover 6 thing we were talking about yesterday. I'm still scared
I think
of
if
that shit.
I
They're
think
not
if you
going to
bet
spy
it,
him. Like, he's going to... It happens every game. They don't spy him.
No.
I think if you bet it, you want to
If they
bet.
do spy him, we're screwed.
You want to bet the long rush though.
What's that?
13.5. Just rip off one.
Yeah.
If he gets to, again, this is his highest prop of the season, 38.5 yards. If he gets to 38.5 yards, is he going to chug away without a big one? Probably not.
I also like his rush attempts just in general.
Don't worry about
6.5. That one's, I don't see it on the list, but that one's been bet over. And the last one on the most bet unders list, I'm not sure the angle here, but Drake May first quarter passing yards under.
Interesting.
Seahawks start with the ball, you're already in a good spot.
You're in a
Like
great spot with that.
Pat starts slow typically. I'm trying to think.
they've been I guess I got to look at their first quarter numbers specifically because if we go to the first half, the Pats have been kind of a first half wagon. They're 17-1-2 to the first half money line this
Denver
season.
game, they definitely didn't start fast though.
No, Denver game. Well, I mean, Denver game was slow all around. They started slow and then the snow came.
The Seahawks.
They were
defense
slow. I'm
is
saying
gonna
before
be
the
slow
even
too,
before the
though.
snow
Yes.
came, he was kind of under siege. They were the Houston game. They started fast.
Yep. Chargers took some time to get going.
See, I would think his more like third quarter yards if you're doing something like that. Well, I think they're going to be losing.
So
I think they're
you
gonna be
like
throwing
a
the
theyard
ball.
quarter yards
I think
over.
that'd be throwing the ball in the second half.
What do you like in the game? And we'll dig into that more tomorrow.
I think I'm going to be on Seattle. I think I'm going to be on Seattle in the under. I just think that the better team. I just think the thing with Seattle is they've been the best team all year. They're the most complete team, and I think they're by far the most complete team that New England will have played in the playoffs. Like they took all these elite defenses, 3 top 5. Sure, but I mean, just dog shit offense after dog shit offense. Now you get elite defense with an elite offense too.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a problem for them. We talk about the cover 6 thing. Like they run the most natural cover 6, or I think in top like 2 or 3 in the NFL. May's been horrible against it. He really hasn't been good in the playoffs. They've just been winning low scoring games. They were fortunate with the Broncos that the snow happened, that Bo Nix happened. I just think Seattle's the much better team.
Quick update. It's 2 seconds and Terry.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Perfect.
Still there.
nothing. We
It's
have a lot of guards now.
Because teams didn't want Yabusele's player option, but the Chicago Bulls were like, "Yeah, we'll take it." So thank you, Chicago.
Yeah, thank you, the Bulls.
Thank you, Jerry Reinsdorf.
for facilitating us to get Alvarado. That's unreal.
Alvarado's gonna be a problem. Fucking New York, dude.
They needed guard.
He's perfect.
They needed guard depth because you all know with Deuce's ankle, if that's gonna be a
Yeah.
thing that lingers. So off the bench, you would have Deuce, Shamit, Kolick, now Alvarado. It's a lot of
Yeah. We're in a good spot now at guard. Mm-hmm. Also puts us in a much better spot too when Jalen needs to sit in these playoff games. Mm-hmm. Like he'd just play every fucking minute. Because last year it would be such a problem where he'd come out and we'd have no one to handle the ball. Mm-hmm. Alvarado can handle it. Kolick actually is better. Kolick can handle it better than even Deuce in terms of just bringing the ball up.
And Alvarado's expiring too, so there's no
huge.
long term thing.
Huge.
All right, Hubs, throw one out because I got a ton here, so we can keep.
Well, I'll throw out the special teams one that I said. I also like DeMarcus Lawrence sack, plus 114. Doesn't have a lot of sacks in the year, but I don't love that Pats O-line. So I'm going to DeMarcus Lawrence, plus 114 sack. And yeah, I threw out Marcus Jones before, most punt return yards. Did you find the miles per hour one yet?
Let me get that for
That's
you.
what I don't know where it is, but I'm fascinated.
Big menu.
Yeah, there's a lot to
Big menu.
What I like too, I mean,
My advice: DraftKings
Okay.
does a great job grouping it, but when you do like what I do in terms of writing it down, you do a show. You don't necessarily bet it on the spot. Or I was in San Francisco the other day, so I couldn't bet it. But you're writing this stuff down. Write the tab where you find it to yourself.
Yeah.
So here's
also,
You know what I'm saying?
you can just
Just a
search it in the search bar too.
Yep. Here's how I'll break it
feature
down
as
for you. Hubs, you're going to novelty props. Next tab is next gen stats. And then fastest ball carrier. Shaheed is the favorite, plus 130. So if you saw, I don't know where that opened.
This might be a non-New York thing.
Okay.
I don't see it here.
I am special and I can
Yeah.
place myself
I need to go to New
in
Jersey.
some certain states.
At least-
Shaheed plus 130, JSN plus 300, Kenneth Walker plus 550, Travion 850, Drake May 950,
No shot.
Booty 16-1, Stevenson 20-1, Mac Hollins 30-1, Diggs 35-1. Where's
I love Shaheed.
So you can't even get Marcus Jones here. Marcus Jones is not in the
Interesting.
Oh, and you know you can also bet over-unders on miles per hour. Shaheed over-under 19.5 miles an hour.
That's some way to
Yeah,
spend
what
the
if he just
Super
gets
Bowl.
popped on the first drive and just carted off? Like, you probably hit.
That's
Early
a tough,
exit, DK Sportsbook.
But if you bet the under,
That's a
it's
tough
a
thing
win.
to
If you bet
track.
the under,
though.
you
Like,
win.
Betting over-unders for miles per hour is just like a really tough
Those
way
are
to spend your
those are things that you just don't learn
Or I
until
guess-
after the game. You see
Well,
a grade.
do they do an alternate broadcast maybe on Peacock or something?
You're gonna watch the Super Bowl on
No,
an
like,
alternate broadcast. Just
Well,
to
if
see
you
who
have
that
those
is.
bets, maybe you have it on your laptop.
Yeah,
Listened to it on the radio last year.
No, I did not.
it's very very 1950s of you.
All right. What do you like?
So the first two props I bet are popular ones. I bet the Kenneth Walker under rushing yards. We opened that 82.5, and now it's down to like the low 70s. So we're close to a 10-yard move on that. I think it's like 74.5 range right now.
Decent middle.
If you got it early, you got a decent middle, but I still like the under. He stayed under in 12 of 19 games this season, if we include the postseason. Pat's top 5 run defense. Say what you want about the schedule. 4th overall, giving up 97.2 rushing yards per game. With Milton Williams on the field is the big piece here. With Milton Williams on the field, the Patriots only gave up 76.2 rushing yards per game. Playoffs, they're giving up 71.3. If we go through opposing starting running backs of the Patriots when Milton Williams played this season, nobody's even gotten to this number. The highest start, again, this isn't team, this is just opposing starting running back. Highest was Breece Hall. He had 14 carries for 58 yards in a game. You're clearing that by like 15 here. That's some pretty good margin. All these guys, like, rushing title James Cook, 15 for 49. Looking for notable guys. Achane, 11 for 30. Bijan Robinson, 12 for 46.
Milton Williams changes everything for that.
Milton Williams. Woody Marks in that playoff game, 14 carries for 17 yards.
He was playing well coming in. Yeah.
Sticking with the Milton Williams theme, I think he's plus 164 to get over a quarter sack.
212 for a full sack.
212 for a full sack. If Seattle has one weakness, it is the interior O-line, I would say. And the Patriots like to generate that pressure up the middle. Milton Williams had the game-winning sack in that Chargers game, going straight up the middle. I think that's how they try and take advantage on defense and try and get Milton Williams in there. So
I might just bet a bunch of sacks, unders and sacks. I don't think there's a lot of points.
unders, so you don't think there's going to be...
I don't think there's a lot of points in this game.
I don't think so either.
Are you taking a shot on a final score? I like Pat's 23, Seattle 21, 160 to 1.
160 to 1.
Feels high for like what I'm thinking in my head.
Because I think 23-21 is still pretty low scoring.
I mean, would keep you under still.
It would keep the under.
Sal Paolantonio gave a great stat the other day. 3 of the last 4 times that the Patriots and Seahawks have played, the game has ended on the 1-yard line.
That's funny.
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
That's
Obviously the most famous.
I don't even know the other. I mean,
Yeah.
Butler.
Well, the one was
immediately
the
everybody
one was the
knows.
Cam Newton one. I remember that.
Yes,
Yeah.
very
Seattle.
good. The Cam Newton game up in
Seattle.
Seattle.
I guess it's contradictory because I put Seattle having 21 points, but some of my favorite props
Field goals.
are Myers to kick a 55-yard field goal
fading yourself.
Plus 550.
What's the weather supposed to be?
Weather's supposed to be pretty
Is there
good.
Any wind situation? It
There
gets
might
windy
be-
in that stadium.
I heard there might be a wind and a little bit of rain that could pick up as the game goes on, but nothing crazy. We got shout out to Fry on the sportsbook team. We got people listening and just dumping stuff at me. So, Rico, most bet correct scores. Here you go. Patriots 28-24.
Football numbers.
Seahawks 24-20.
Football numbers.
Patriots 27-24.
Football numbers.
Seahawks 24-17.
Football numbers.
Seahawks 27-20. All football numbers.
All football numbers.
Nobody's getting weird.
23 is a secondary football number. That's what I'm saying. You know? So
23 is a very fine and
yeah, but
common
it's not.
score.
But you 7, 3, 10, 14, 21, 28.
Yeah, I know,
Top
but like
tier.
23 is not.
No, it's not
Crazy.
It's weird enough. I mean, 3-1's not a great final score.
Not
Also,
only
a reminder: you can get the squares on
Yeah.
DraftKings for quarters.
That's so cool.
You can get final. I mean, yeah, it's unbelievable.
I love how they do it. Like you can just scroll the score you want.
Yeah, it's
Like-
the best. I like Borgalis 2+ field goals plus 128.
I don't trust him.
here's real
I
quick.
like both
Rico.
teams 33-yard plus field goal minus 125. Trust
I
me,
like that.
defenses.
I like that.
Here's some correct scores that took like some significant actions. So we'll just say like a bigger bet from our director of DraftKings Sportsbook, Johnny Avello, and this is all on the DK Insights Twitter page. I would encourage you all to go follow. Seahawks 27, Pats 17, 90-1. Seahawks 31, Pats 10, 120-1 on the blowout. Pats 24, Seahawks 20, 110-1. Those all took some significant bets. Both
Can you
teams.
also fire away on a final score in game?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'll get you an answer if we have a live market. It's a good question. Probably not.
I would think
Maybe
no.
early?
That's why I asked, but I'm saying in the game, like you get a better
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
of- you know what I mean?
Yeah, you get a better
What?
feel. You're
Who
also
cares?
gonna
No, just such an obscure. There's just so many things to bet on. You're trying to find like new. Trying to bet the
Live final score
during the
props.
games.
Bro, like what? Money's money.
I'll
like,
say we'll see if we can get it up. The Bosco special.
Yeah.
Live in-game final
I
score.
love it.
Another one that took some serious action. Both teams to score a touchdown and field goal in the first half, 14-1. That seems a little aggressive. I don't know.
Yeah, that's if you think. I mean, but here's the thing: like everybody's saying, under defenses, games go sideways real fucking
All the time.
quick, and it turns into a shootout. You know what I mean? Like, who knows?
Sure, I mean, yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, to credit.
It doesn't
those
even
teams,
have to be
14-1.
a shootout. I mean,
doesn't have
10
to
to
be a
10,
shootout.
10 to
Right,
10 at
yeah,
halftime. You cash that.
It could go over. It could go under.
You're a dick.
There you
I'm
go.
Just saying, the game going completely sideways, like that's how it goes.
Both guys that throw a pick plus 188. Love.
Yeah, I don't hate that one.
Darnold turns it over a ton. Seattle.
See, the thing with- I think they're gonna-
You bet QB fumbles.
They're gonna throw the ball. Like Seattle's gonna throw the football.
Yeah.
definitely.
I kind of like Barner. Like even Barner to score because I like that. I like
had
that he.
that circled.
I like that he obviously if they get to the one, like he's gonna probably get the carry. He's gonna get the QB sneak. Another one like too that I like Cup catches. I feel like they've used him a lot more end of the season in the playoffs. He's got a decent amount of targets. I feel like it was almost kind of like this is the moment they had him for.
He's a big
Like,
game
this is-
player.
this is
I
Cup-
wrote that down too.
This is Cup time.
33 and a half.
I think it's four catches is plus
plus
like
131. That's what I got.
That I like.
Cup a lot as well.
What I was going to ask is, we don't have a Patriots guy, but does Christian Gonzalez follow receivers, or does he stay to one side?
Patriots guy right here.
Oh, you're a Patriots guy.
Yeah, I'm a Boston
my
guy.
bad.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, my bad. You have an answer.
Yo, listen.
He-
We're all Patriots guys too. It's good for business.
True.
Right.
He might not be.
He has not, the last time they played Seattle. They've moved him around a little bit this year, but they're not opposed to trying it. They kind of change it within the game, if that makes sense.
I mean, they do have Carlton Davis, who's pretty good.
They do. I was just curious if they're going to do like the old Belichick. Right?
They
Where Bill would
usually-
just zero a guy. You're not beating us. JSN, you're out of this game. That would open the door for a Cooper Cup to have like a nice little game.
So they play
That's
some.
kinda why I like him
They play some
regardless.
zone too, and Gonzalez has his side, Davis has his side. So like, they're not gonna. My answer would be no. They're not gonna have him just shadow the whole game because they are gonna play some zone. But when they're out of it, they might have him shadowing.
It's pretty rare guys do that anymore.
I know.
Yeah, that's a
It
little.
doesn't happen a lot. Like there was just some elite
I'm just
guys.
thinking of
that
old
did it.
school Belichick of what he would
Sure.
do in this game is he would absolutely take JSN out of this game. You're not beating him.
See, I don't know if like Gonzalez is really good. I don't know if he's good enough to just like take him out.
Might not be able to. Yeah. It's a fucking. He's one of the best. If not the
There's
best
just
receiver
such
in football.
such elite guy like the Reva side. Like there's such like a diamond dozen.
Rarity,
Like,
yeah. Patriots third down conversions over 4.5 minus 150. Find that in team props. I like that. We talked about Bobo under a half a yard minus 197. How about this one? Quarterback sneak for a first down or touchdown. Yes, minus 150.
Well, that's tough. So Seattle doesn't do that, right? With him.
that was a does it
You're betting
count
on
if
May,
it's
but
Barner?
May
Betting on
will,
May. You're betting
May
on
will
one guy.
do that.
Would it still count as Barner because he plays quarterback for the
No,
Oh.
no, that won't count.
It has to be a quarterback.
Yeah.
May does it.
Or-
May does it, and
And take TD out first down. I see them.
Look at how they clinched the Denver game. Got to have it play. Drake May rolls out to the left. They are.
was him calling his own number to be fair, but yeah.
Well, they sort of. So I heard that at first that Drake May was doing it on his own, and then the second thing I heard is that they went to the sideline. McDaniels called it for him, but told him don't tell anybody. That's how we're going to sell the fake. So everybody else on the field thought they were going to run the ball, and everybody's going all out to block for Stevenson on the right, and Drake May knows that McDaniels just told him, all right, I'm going to the left. Like, it's a good way to sell a fake.
What else did I write down? Henderson, ladder his catches. Henderson, anytime TD plus 475. I like Barner, TD plus 240. Shaheed, under 1.5 plus 104. I like Pats to win from behind. Yes, plus 320. Seattle score first and lose. Yes, plus 500. Number of plays on the first TD drive, I love. Borgalis, 8 plus points, plus 113. 10 plus points, 242. I think this is going to, like, if you do think it's going to be ugly, you got to go get field goals.
No, I don't hate the
See.
field goal props. That's why I don't know how many like player props I'm gonna play because of how low scoring I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be.
But I got,
I don't want to put myself in a spot where like I'm betting the under and then I'm just taking all these over props and then I'm just losing.
Right.
I'm only taking a couple like the Henry
you
receiving.
got to stay consistent with what you think's going to
Yeah,
happen.
like the only one I'm taking like Henry receiving yards I really like because they've been exploited. Like tight ends is kind of their one weakness, and I also think it's kind of contrarian in the sense that he hasn't really been a part of the offense in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is kind of this is the spot for him. And then I like the Cooper Cup because I think they are gonna try to at least somewhat take JSN out of the game, maybe bracket him. And I think they went to Cup a lot more. So those are the two offensive ones that I like. Both their like catches and yards, but that might be it in terms of offensive props.
I think there is a way, like going to what Hubs just said, you got to bet the game the way you think the game is going to go. I think there is one that I've looked at that is almost like fading yourself a little bit. And we've talked about it. It's Drake May under 38.5, 39.5 rushing yards. Drake May long rush over 13.5 yards. So highest rushing prop of the season. He's stayed under 38.5 rushing yards in 13 of the 20 games. There have been 3 occasions on the season that he has. So you think you're probably going to go 1-1. You're either, if he gets over and you lose the over total yards, he's got to have that long run. He's not getting to 40 without one going at least 13.5.
Right.
However, there have been 3 games this season that he has stayed under 38.5 yards, but ripped off 14 plus. Could scoop them both.
I really like this one. Shortest TD yards over 1.5. I don't know.
So-
guaranteed to get stopped at the 1 and then somebody scores.
There's just so many of the either end zone flags or once you get down to the red
Yeah,
zone,
that's a
there's a
problem.
penalty. And like I just said, 3 of the last 4 games between these teams have ended at the 1 yard line. They're going to be down there.
Yeah, fuck it. Give me over 1.5.
For the under, going back to the under, you guys seem to like under in the game. JSN's like the most bet guy for all these, the anytime touchdown is the most bet prop in the game, but he's actually taken under money on the receiving yards.
It's a big number.
It's a big number, and people think the Patriots are going to have a plan to, like, let's say, limit. So, like, the under 94.5 receiving yards, and DK Insights just tweeted all this stuff out. Under 94.5 receiving yards has 77% of the money. Under 45.5 first half receiving yards, 96% of the money. Under 17.5 first quarter receiving yards, 98% of the money.
It's just a bad. You're just having a bad time rooting against JSN when you take. But like it might be.
It doesn't sound fun.
No.
And you want to have fun watching the Super Bowl.
Guesses. Miles per hour. I might just be the miles per hour.
Miles per hour specialist.
Miles per hour.
I got a radar gun. At home.
You do, actually, I'll wait on that one. You got anything else? What do you like?
No, those are the two I really like the most. The Cup and I like Cup and Henry props, and I like.
That's what I like.
Yeah, I like the under, and I like Seattle. I think Seattle wins like comfortably.
Phil, what do you like?
The over 2.5 players throw a pass attempt. I believe I saw it at plus 180. I want to see what it is at now, if I can find it. There you go, all the way back. It would be under passing props, I believe.
What do you like?
I think it's over 2.5 players to throw a pass.
Oh, yeah. I think that's plus 160.
Oh,
It so went down.
I saw that.
Rico, again, shout out to Fry and ZG Sportsbook team. They're watching the show. They're just sending me stuff over. Under shortest TD, 97% of the money. So Rico's going to be in the 3% there, going over.
I don't hate a little control. It was longest touchdown.
Shortest TD over 1.5. So it's
I don't hate the contrarian, Bosco.
That's very. You're going to be considering
It
that.
weirdly does feel like a lot. Like they get down to the one a lot.
I know.
Just in general, it does feel that way.
Oh, I also like, I didn't write this down. Patriots total TD yardage over 31.5. Plus 100.
That is one of them. I didn't even know we had that on the board, first of all.
What'd you say? What was it?
Patriots total TD yardage over 31.5.
That is maybe the most
just
obscure bet we've thrown out here yet.
132.
You just need one long play or two, like a 15-yard pass.
One long touchdown play.
One long touchdown play. You need one long touchdown play. Ev loves to fucking clarify.
Well, because it's not as easy.
You should have been a grammar teacher.
My mother told me I should have been a lawyer. I don't have the brains for that. I just like to argue.
You do need, listen, you need a bomb for sure. You don't know how much the Patriots are going to score. I do think it's low scoring. I gave out a ton of kicking props. Like, I'm contradictory that way. But, like, if you think they can score 3 touchdowns, which I think they'll be in that range, you need either one bomb or, like, 2 12-yard passes or 15-yard passes. A 20-yard
Them scoring 3 touchdowns to be over
it's
their
not that
total.
crazy.
I'm going reverse, Bosco. I think I'm going to go under on 31.5 just because I think they only get like 2 touchdowns.
That's accurate. I mean, it could be
Like,
ugly.
if they scored 3 touchdowns, that'd be over their team total.
And like, and what are the yardage you're going to get? You need like a 20-yarder in there.
Yeah.
At least.
I don't
feel
know
like
if they're
you're
going to be able
counting
to
on a big
run, like, so from 15, they could find a 15-yard
'Cause-
pass. That puts me in a great spot.
Well, how long were their touchdowns in the last game? It was just a Drake May like QB draw.
it
Wasn't that
was
long?
one, yeah.
What were their touchdowns versus the Texans?
They hit the deep ball to boot.
Okay, so yeah,
Well,
that's
What
you
is?
need.
Read me the. Oh, you don't have. So the language would matter because, like, does Marcus Jones pick 6 against Houston? Is that yardage?
I think that
Yes,
counts.
that would count.
I'm sure
so
that
yeah,
counts.
if
I
you
would
need
think.
a defensive touchdown would help.
Yeah, total TD yardage.
So that
But-
that
If
counts.
it's, I think it's gonna be a 17-14 game, like super low scoring. I would just probably go under.
All right. Yeah, I mean, that's, the Super Bowl is very much, like, you got a lot of things on there. I try to go big-time plus signs or, like, things that can be decided pretty quickly in that sense.
But
I got one here I'm looking at. Matt Collins. He's been kind of getting featured a little bit lately. His longest reception, 15 plus, is minus 137. He has hit that number in 6 of his last 7 games. And if you want to boost that to 20 for his longest reception, it's plus 173. He has hit that in, let's see, 5 of his last 7. So
Okay.
they kind of, he's a little bit of a deep threat for them. Like, I don't know.
Drake May seems to like him. I know under 2.5 receptions for Matt Collins has been a popular under, and
Yeah, he doesn't get a ton of
got
receptions.
steamed pretty good.
but
He gets his catch, his long catch. It does happen. So.
Seahawks total TD yard is 43.5. That's one I like under too. Like I said, there's not gonna be that many touchdowns in this game. I'm gonna go under on
You
these.
can always get,
I mean, that's
you always get a jig on a bomb, though, too.
I get it, but
43 is deep. I agree with you.
I was gonna say that's as close to as correlated as it gets. If you like the under in the game, you bet the under on the
Yeah.
touchdown yardage.
Yeah.
But I take it back a little bit. You can have the 17-14 game that you're talking about with two
With two bombs.
50-yard
Yeah,
touchdowns. I guess
obviously.
it doesn't.
Of course.
Doesn't go hand in hand.
No. Liam's also a Pats guy. Liam, you got anything? Obscure touchdown score, final score, square. What do you got?
I have a bunch of squares, but I like Henry. He just hasn't been featured that much, and I don't know. I think they'll get him on.
For a touchdown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Just anytime, Henry.
Travie had ones that you can parlay together. It's either or touchdowns parlayed. I think he was saying in Jigba and Diggs and then Henderson and somebody else. Like you need to get 3 guys to score. But what's the problem?
Nah, Deuce is going to be out to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Ankle
He's
soreness.
going to get surgery
That's why they had to do that
Through the
trade.
playoffs or till the playoffs?
until the playoffs.
All right. Well, that's a lot. That's why you got Shamit. That's why you
Undergo
got Alvarado.
surgery. He was going to have surgery tomorrow in a core muscle injury, a sports hernia, and could be sidelined until the playoffs.
Fuck.
Not great.
Well, that's why you get. That's
why
why you get Alvarado.
That's
And
just
this,
made a
That's
trade,
probably
right?
why they felt extra pressure to
You
get
got Alvarado
Alvarado.
Alvaro's on the Pelicans?
Yeah.
Correct.
Do you think the Pelicans feel angry now seeing this? Like that in the sense that the Knicks look smart because they were the only ones who knew about the Deuce?
No, because
Trade?
Alvarado is an expiring. Well, he had a
You get what I'm
player
saying?
option.
No, but you got to think the Pelicans. They're in a spot they stink. They just got off an expiring contract and got one back in Terry, and they got 2 second round
Two
picks.
second round picks. They got something for
But I
the guy
know
that
they're
they're
not
not
second round
supposed
picks.
If they knew the Knicks were gonna have problems, that Deuce they were holding that information.
You have
know
like
what I'm
3
saying?
hours left
You're
to try
right.
to squeeze
Yeah,
more
you're right.
value.
You're right.
But you also got to think from, like how much value does that add?
Like you're not getting.
He's still the same player.
I would toss in
Like,
2 more
if
second
you're
round picks. I
saying-
don't care.
You're right.
If they knew the Knicks were like slightly more desperate,
It's a mindset.
the weird thing about the
I get what you're saying, but
Deuce was dealing with an ankle thing.
Yeah,
this is a hernia.
This is
It's a hernia.
completely separate.
maybe like
Related.
Wonder how when did this happen?
it's weird. Yeah, because he played fine before he started missing games. Like there wasn't no like sign of it.
Yeah. But hey, Shamit and Alvarado and
They
Kolek.
can hold it down to the playoffs. Deuce give us nice.
It's nice to have a deep Knicks team where you can
Yeah.
absorb an injury instead of it just killing
And
you.
not everybody's
bunch of-
playing.
a bunch of
50
two
minutes
guards.
like Tibbs. Yeah. What do you got tonight, Hubs?
Oh,
around the room.
I
sorry.
have go to someone else first.
All right, I'll
But
take.
I do have a prop I like.
Sure.
Karl Anthony Towns points or New England Patriots team total in the
it's
Super
Knicks
Bowl.
Celtics on Sunday.
Knicks Celtics on Sunday.
yeah.
So how many points think Cat gets versus Celtics? More than what the Pats score?
Is he going against Vucevic? Then maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
what
Is he
What-
laying? Is Cat laying? How many points is Cat laying in that? Is it straight line?
They don't have his total yet, so I'd imagine it's
Right.
It's minus 110 versus plus 100. So
You can bet TD exactas, by the way. Like, take your time Friday night or Saturday morning with DraftKings. There's a million different ways to look at it. You can get a TD exacta. You could get game leaders trifecta.
Did you want to do any novelty?
Sure.
The novelty stuff here.
Yeah.
So Anthem 119.5, juiced minus 130 over. 50,
Charlie Puth? Is that who it is? Is that who's doing the anthem?
Yeah. 56% of the tickets, 57% of the dollars over. So there's your Anthem question right there. That went up recently. 63% of the money now on the over. People are going to bet the over there. Score on the last play of the game, 97% of the dollars, yes. Coin toss. I don't know what your analysis is here, but
You got to lean.
57% of the bets are on tails, but 52% of the money is on heads.
There's people who think that they're sharps with that. I
Coin toss winner.
I really don't. Like,
Coin toss winner is somehow sharp to Seattle. 47% of the bets. For 73% of the dollars are Seattle to win
believe
the
it or
coin
not,
toss.
there are some people who say that winning the coin toss matters in the game, if you could believe it or not.
Yeah. Jersey number, first TD, over under 10.5 is pretty much even, both
So yeah, that's
sides.
an interesting one. So who do you get over on? So who does that include?
Under would be like Drake May,
Kenneth Walker,
Kenneth Walker,
JSN.
Butte.
Isn't there a thing of total number?
No,
total
JSN's number
jersey
11.
Oh,
numbers?
sorry, yep, 11.
Isn't
I thought it was
over.
10.
I thought they had last year total jersey numbers combined of scorers. Is that something we
Yeah,
have?
that's been around. Will there be a flea flicker?
Cooper
79% of the money, no. Total interceptions thrown on a play starting in the red zone. Okay, so will there be an interception thrown with a play starting in the red zone? 80% of the money is on yes. And everybody's favorite, total players to attempt a pass. Over 2.5, always.
What's,
99% of the money.
What's safety going off at right now?
I don't have safety on there. We'll see if
Remember
we
the
get it
year
in
it was
The
time.
reason they don't put
like 2 in a
over under
row.
QB fumbles.
Well, it was the first. It was the. It was the. It was
First scoring
It was
play.
the
That was
first.
the
It was the
year,
first score in the
Giants,
the
Patriots.
second Giants one. He hit the intentional grounding in the end zone, and then it also the snap over Peyton's head in the Seattle one.
Yeah, the scorers was crazy. Yeah, it's when
They had
back
two.
to back.
Yeah, safeties were the first score a couple times in that little span.
I like UC Irvine tonight minus 16.5.
I like that team.
Now, did a package arrive yesterday with a navy blue for sure? Have I always been a fan of the Anteaters?
They've been good. They've been good to me this year betting
They're
wise.
very
Yeah,
good.
they have been.
They're very good. I like UC Irvine minus
Late night
16.5.
bailout special.
What you got?
Well, man, can I show Ev some MMA NFL cross betting if you like anything there?
Wow, for this Saturday.
Well, what will be greater, total touchdowns scored in the Super Bowl or total takedowns recorded in Bautista versus
Oliveira.
Oliveira. There
Wow. You're saying more touchdowns? Yeah, I would guess more touchdowns. I understand why it's favored.
Why?
That's
I thought guys go down all the time.
Well, but it depends on the fight.
I guess.
That's just a knockout immediately, and that's it.
That wouldn't be a takedown, though.
Right, I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
0.
Batista will probably try to get a takedown. Probably get some takedowns. I don't know if he'll be able to.
They have those for like both quarterbacks and versus what's the other fight? Wait,
That's the main event this Saturday.
Almeida versus I don't know. Yeah, MMA.
That's another fight in the main card.
Okay.
See that I expect there to be some takedowns, because Almeida's but big takedown guy.
You
big
talk to your
grappler,
people about
wrestler.
potentially putting this total points versus total percentage of the ring covered in blood by the last fight, which always grosses me out on the fucking floor.
I think we're going to have some trouble calculating percentage
No
of
problem.
ring covered in blood.
Take a look at
They
it.
watch.
I mean, next gen's got us. They
watch.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Fastest ball carrier or percentage
Hey,
of
wash
ring
it out,
covered
it's
in
still
blood?
red,
I like that.
dude.
So what?
now I'm in.
Grosses me out.
Soft.
It's like faded red. It's like
So what? It's been disinfected.
That's crazy. What do you got tonight?
I actually like the Buckeyes tonight minus 7.5. They're on the road at Maryland.
Maryland's
dumpster
bad.
They're horrible. I like Cincy minus 5.5 at home.
I see Turgeon just got hired somewhere.
Yeah, Turgeon took over at New Orleans, I want to say, or Kansas City.
It was Kansas City.
Kansas City.
UMKC. Yeah.
And I like UAB. UAB minus 1.
That was going to be mine for tonight.
Memphis.
Memphis is like as black and white as it gets home road. Memphis is 9-3 at home, 1-8 in games outside of the FedEx Forum in Memphis. They're going to UAB. UAB is a short favorite.
It's not going great for Penny right now. Phil, so what do you got tonight?
Tomorrow
Yes,
we already have UConn St. John's, big one at MSG. We put that up on the board this morning.
Line.
1.5, right?
Short UConn minus 125 money line.
St. John's has been pretty good against
that's
them.
a
St. John's has been pretty good. UConn's been better. Give me UConn tomorrow night minus 125 money
Well,
line.
I called, so Saturday, I put early in the morning, I put up like best bet for Saturday. It was,
I saw
were
you
playing
played
Creighton.
UConn on the road at Creighton.
It was like they're playing with their food too much. They're due. Like,
So-
UConn's just due. And if you watch, they also buried, was it last night?
a couple nights ago. Yeah, I
Buried
was
Xavier as well.
I was
UConn's
the
in that
guy-
form. Now, listen, I know I'm a St. John's. St. John's a different element. It's going to be a Super Bowl. It's going to be tight. But UConn's clicking.
Wait, is that Friday night?
tomorrow night at the Garden. Yeah, I was the guy that said this is the perfect sandwich spot to fade UConn and took Xavier plus 17.5 off the big Creighton win. Looking at St. John's Friday night and UConn
So
steamroll
is that
again.
Knicks Pistons and UConn St. John's like same time Friday night? That's fantastic. I love that. All right, it's a ball night Friday night, 100%.
Yeah.
My picks tonight: Hornets plus 3.5 in Houston, and the Mavs at home plus 6.5 against the Spurs.
Well, I'm not taking the points of the Hornets. I'm taking their money line plus 142
You're going for
because
three.
all but they're the only team in professional sports this century to not have an 8-game winning streak. They're going for number 8 tonight versus Houston. The Rockets coming off a second leg of a back-to-back. They just lost to a Celtics team that was just hospital
No
team.
Jalen Brown.
Out in that
Luka Garza was in their starting lineup,
Luka
and they
Garza's a
smoked them.
phenomenal player.
But Baylor Shireman was in their starting lineup.
He was a good player.
They did. The Celtics had a hospital squad, won that game by 20. So give me the Hornets tonight, the hottest team in the NBA. Let's make some history.
All right.
Hornets are rounding into form.
They're
Yeah, they're a nice little young core.
awesome to watch. They play great
They
basketball.
own anybody's picks?
They're 3.5 back in the division and like still a huge long shot. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Who's the division leader?
Heat. Heat, Magic, Hawks. It's the play-in division.
Heat, Magic, Hawks are
But the Hornets give a fuck, man.
So
And then what would that elevate them to? Hold on.
Magic plus 105, Miami plus 190, Hawks plus 550. Oh, it's only Hornets 800. Okay, this was like 30 a couple days ago. Now it's
They're a
8 to
game
1.
back of the
NBA
in the loss column.
True seeds it now. Is it, or if you win your division,
Divisions don't matter.
No, no.
They don't matter.
Don't
They
matter.
True,
You can-
they true seed it.
You can win your division and miss the playoffs.
That
technically.
should be the way they should do it.
Wait, but now the whole Southeast is the play-in.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
hilarious.
you realistically can lose your division. You realistically can win your division and miss the playoffs.
Is that really a fact?
Yeah.
But it just doesn't even matter.
Yeah, well, like,
they
the
have
Heat-
mattered
I
in a
agree,
long
I agree, I
time.
agree.
Because
They
like
should, yeah.
Boston, the Heat are the winner right now, and they're the 7th seed. They can
Yeah.
lose 2 playing games and miss entirely.
But yeah, I like Charlotte. Let's take a stab at Charlotte to win that division.
I don't hate
How's their schedule shape out?
It's about
Wanna run through
average. You can go through it, but it's about average in strength of
You
schedule.
don't want to play the NBA schedule game. Guys
it's
are
just-
in, guys are
it.
out.
Reads it off. It's the worst.
All right, thanks, Julian. That's awesome. Yeah, any
Yeah.
questions you have, go to the DK Network. The splits.
website.
DK Network
And
will
what's
have
the other one? Analytics? DK.
DK Insights on Twitter.
Insights.
We'll have all this stuff tweeted out, and DKNetwork.com will have betting splits on any game you want, most bet props in any game you want.
Fantastic.
All right, no sweat. We'll be back tomorrow. Probably open up the phone lines as well because people with props you gotta love that. So we'll get into it. Super Bowl weekend coming. Enjoy it. A lot of hoops tonight. Go to DraftKings. Thank you to DraftKings and Stella Blue.